What is up, Rad Potential YouTube? Welcome to today's video. We have found another engine for the black FD, the right-hand drive FD. And I'm stoked because I just tore it down, as you guys saw. And it's honestly in pretty good shape. So this is actually the engine that used to be in the car. So the car was stock port with a single turbo. Wanted to put the half bridge port in, so we swapped the engines out. This one just got put off to the side. And I went and retrieved it so that we could see if it's worth a crap on the inside, and it is. After a good pressure washing all the mud dauber nests out of it. They like to make little nests in the holes on engines when you let them sit outside. But fortunately, this engine is in really good shape. We have minimal, if any, step wear in here. Rotors look good. Irons look good. The front housing isn't terrible, but does have a little bit of some scratches in it. Longitudinal scratches, not like chatter marks. But we can resurface this. That'll get most of that out. It should be good. The rear housing looks mint. Rear iron looks mint. This, that, and the other. This engine has definitely been rebuilt before. It has solid corner seals in it. And I don't know what brand Apex seals these are, but they look to be in pretty good shape. So the reason that this engine's coming back apart, one, just to make sure that everything is good. Two, we're going to put iRotary Apex seals in this and put it back together. Also, oil control rings, just to overall freshen it up before we stick it back into the black FD. And you guys are like, holy cow, they're not putting a half Bridgeport engine back in the FD. Well, we're going to build another engine for that car. We're going to put it back to how it was before we were taking it to the next level. And because there's a different turbo for it and a whole bunch of other stuff that we've got going down the pipeline, but that half Bridgeport was the start of it, and this engine wasn't necessarily hurt, but it was smoking a little bit, and oil control rings, etc. So anyways, we're gonna get a fresh engine from Mazda, port it, put the chips rotating assembly in it, put that in the black FD after deal's gap. Really want to be able to take the car out there and enjoy it, and this is the most effective, quick way to get that done, which is slap this together, make sure that this engine's good, stick it in the car, put that old tune back on it, ready to rip, and then we can use it. So pretty stoked though. You never know what you're going to get, even if you take your own engine apart in your own car that you've had for so many years. You really don't know. Even if you're, you know, a super premix, take care of everything, you still don't quite know. Some stuff wears funny and does weird stuff, and I'm amped that we were able to get this engine, get it apart, and it's good. So I've got to, let's do a quick inspection of the bearings. Oof. That front stationary gear bearing is pretty bad. And the rear one is not terrible. How about rotor bearings? Not bad. But also not the most goodest. They're not bad. Not something I would exactly run for the cost of bearings and having them put in. I would just put new bearings in it. But for the timeline, we may not put new bearings in it. And I know that we're going to want to rip this car pretty good at the Dragon. And the Dragon's only like 500 miles away. So that's really not like super break-in good enough miles to put new bearings in this. But we'll probably grab, I may rob the stationary gears out of that other engine and put them in this because those bearings are new. And then when we get the new Mazda engine, we'll use those stationary gears to build the half Bridgeport engine. That way these stack gears are good. You will wear out front stationary gears, okay? The top of them, notice the top of this is smoked. When you over-tension your belts, which this car, it's like working in the garage with a gold mine in the middle of your garage that you don't want to touch or scratch. So you have to be super careful working around this car right now, but we managed, didn't tear it up. Anyways, if you put too much tension on your alternator belt, guys, it pulls up on the front of the E-shaft, right? It pulls up on it. And what that does is causes excess pressure on the top of your front stationary gear bearing, and you wear them out. So keep that in mind. Your belts don't need to be super tight. But anyways, with all that said and done, the black FD's got an engine to go back in it, and I'm stoked. We're still waiting on parts for the soft seals, still waiting on the Apex seals. Excuse me. Still waiting on the soft seals, still waiting on the apex seals to come in, oil control rings to come in, this, that, and the other. This engine will get all the rotor seals just put back in it exactly as they are. So you can see my trays are full. I typically don't have more than one engine apart around here, and I had to improvise with some cardboard with some numbers and lay everything out how my trays are set up so we know where everything's at. So anyways, that's what's going on with that. The turbos for this car, which if you didn't watch that video, go check it out. This car had wasted turbos. They're getting sent back out to get rebuilt. I'm going to get the contact information of who that guy is, and I'll put it in that video or whenever I get him back and get this car back together. But this one should be a quick turnaround as well. So get fired up for longer days and for more stuff happening on the channel. Also, drop a comment below. I saw some guys commented on one of the last videos where I put some RX-8 driving footage in the back. I can piece together a pretty good little third-person FOV kind of third-person FOV, POV kind of view. And let me know in the comments if you want to see that. That car is pretty boring to drive on the back roads because, well, it's really slow and it just stays in third gear the whole time. And that's pretty much it. But it is super gripped up. That POV definitely gives you a sense of speed, so I'll probably upload that video or film that and upload it anyways, whether you all like it or not. So thank you guys very much for watching. I know that there wasn't a ton of crazy information in this video besides just going over this engine now that we got it apart and kind of keeping the plans for the Black FD going forward. This engine will stay stock port, and it's basically just going to get freshened up and go back together. And let me know what questions you have about doing a quick refresh on your engine, and I'll make sure to answer them in the next video and or in the video whenever I'm stacking this. So with that, guys, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one. Keep it rad. Man, she wasn't even that far away. She's just hanging out by the car. You chewing on my car again? We don't chew on cars, huh? Come here. Come here. All right. What's the question for today? You don't care. Hey. Come here. Jump if we should buy an RX-7 FD. Hey, jump. Letty, should we buy an RX-7 FD? Maybe we should. Maybe we shouldn't. Peace, guys.